talk, just listen.
Listening is life-changing. As words become increasingly weaponized and politicized in our community and in our country, sometimes it's easier not to listen. But charitable listening is an act of generosity, a sign of respect.
Just listen.
When we listen actively, we surrender our own assumptions and notions to make space for the ideas of another. In times of turmoil,
Just listen.
listening is the only way forward. Thank you for listening to KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580.
Listen.
Yeah. Woo, woo.
We are sip the Henny for the day, baby. Bad man, we no stray, baby.
Bomb the clutch.
Side and fell for your way, baby.
Bomb the
I know,
clutch.
girl, but you know from the first time
Rum the
I see
clutch.
the love you got me, baby. You
Yeah.
know, girl, I know that I before
Hold on
you,
now, hold
we
on,
got to
hold
know
on.
that
Let me get on the mic now.
Oops, I done fell so deep, baby. Oops, I want you for me, baby. Oops, I want you for me, baby. Oops, I done fell so deep, cause
All right, welcome back to hour two of this 3-hour thrill ride. Don Amiche versus everybody with Christian and Daniel this week.
I don't know.
What are you guys doing this weekend? Anybody any plans this weekend?
I'm going roller skating on Christmas at Moonlight Skating Rink after. Look at your face. You're like, what the? That's a tradition that me and my daughter have. Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving dinner, we go roller skating at Moonlight Skating in Glendale, and we just got our tickets for Christmas Day.
Old school
Tradition.
roller skates or the roller blades?
No, we do roller skates. We have our own roller
They're like
skates.
the four.
Is that
It's indoor, yeah.
Yeah.
Good exercise after eating.
Have you done the roller blades? It's been a long time since I
No,
was
no,
skating.
rollerblades I can't do.
They hurt. I tried them
hurt.
once. They hurt.
They're uncomfortable.
Yeah, they reminded me of ice skates.
Yeah.
You know, which is like, and then people they make these they do like it's so. Are rollerblades not in anymore?
No,
I know there was a movement to come back to the OG skates.
Yeah, no. Look, during COVID, people started roller skating, and it became a big thing. And when the shops open, or the roller skating rinks opened,
Yeah.
right? People were going there like they were crazy. But for Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving last year it was packed. We went this time on Thanksgiving, and there might have been 20 people. But it was nice because, all of us who wanted to get a little bit of exercise and we got to enjoy one another, So I don't know if roller skating is still a big thing anymore. I don't know.
Oh, it's huge.
Because during COVID, I know
yeah.
everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
And bike riding.
People get your roll on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody was doing it. I'm gonna have to get back out there. I do.
It's good exercise.
Well, the exercise I like doing was I would go rent a bike at the Marina Del Rey. Is it the Fisherman's Wharf at the Marina Del Rey or whatever? And so I would ride the bike path, and it's a nice workout.
It is.
And it's very. Listen, I got to the point where I didn't have enough electrolytes in my body. My legs locked up.
Yeah.
You ran out of talent?
I ran out of talent.
Yes.
So we would ride from Marina Del Rey all the way down to Redondo,
Yeah, good.
and it may sometimes a little bit past it, but the beach ends a little bit further down, and then back, and then
That's a nice ride.
It is. I remember one night I'm like, oh God, it's getting dark out of here. And it's kind of weird being on the beach when it's getting nighttime.
I love that. That's the best ride.
Is it?
Yeah, because I have a light on the front of my bike, reflector in the back, and then I got my Bose speaker. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
playing
that's
jazz, Boney
nice.
James, Layla Hathaway.
Oh, yeah.
I'm rolling with
You're
it.
rolling with
Yeah,
it,
I-
yeah.
rolling, yeah.
I had a bike. I got to go buy another one, but it's a nice little ride. But I think one day it's a rough ride. One day I'd ridden all the way back, and maybe 3/4 of the way, my legs started locking up, and then I literally had to get off the bike because I got a cramp.
You
in my
needed some
leg.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work, going back and forth. But it's a great workout. It's a long workout, and it's a piece of meditation.
Oh, it's
Yes.
great.
You're by the ocean.
beautiful people out there,
Beautiful people out there. You know what I'm saying? If you want to stop and grab something to eat, you
Oh,
can do that in
perfect,
Hermosa. And it's just it's a very nice,
yeah.
it's a nice workout. I wish I could do it every single day.
Oh, I know. I know when COVID happened, I'll tell you this. The one thing that we appreciated the whole COVID thing was horrible, but it gave us perspective on things that mattered, and
That you took for granted?
like family time and just doing things that you should do as a family. And one thing that we really started doing was doing walking and bike riding together. So and roller skating. That's why we try to make that. We make time for
But
that
there was
now.
too many people out there, though.
There
for the
were.
pandemic. It was
But I mean,
thousands of people walking.
Yeah, maybe I'll buy me another bike.
you should. You should buy a
Should.
bike. They're
Get a
cheap
Trek.
now. Yeah.
Get a Trek.
A Trek?
Trek, yes. Trek is one of the top bikes in the world.
How much
yeah.
are they? Okay. Look, I don't even know the
Daniel.
price. When he did
I'm
this,
sorry.
ooh,
A nice Trek is going to cost you about, on the low end, 900.
Oh, I'm good then. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
But guess what? It's the best, right?
Yeah.
A hybrid. They have one in Pasadena. Trek,
I
and they have one in the Valley.
The last bike I bought was at Target. It was a mountain.
No, you can't do. Yeah.
Hey, are you being a Target snob with bikes?
Well,
That's where I got my bike.
No, nothing wrong with it, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, I think he's saying
we need to. Yeah, we're not kids.
I think he's saying if you're gonna do bikes,
Yeah,
do
be serious.
the
We're grown.
bikes.
Yeah.
My beach cruiser is from Walmart.
No,
and I like
no.
it.
You're working too hard
Listen.
on the beach cruiser.
Yeah. So listen,
I know it
when you're
hurts.
when you're doing something like
No wonder why it hurts.
when you're doing something like going from Marina Del Rey to Redondo Beach, you need to learn how to work the gears.
Yes.
And you need a bike that can rotate many gears because there are hills and things that you got to climb, and you just you got to pace the workout.
You need water and snacks too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing.
So you're saying, I'm glad that we're talking about this because we're wondering when we go bike riding, because we both have beach cruisers.
Yeah.
Mine's a Schwinn. I don't know the brand of my daughter, but we're like, gosh, for me, I can't go up that hill because it hurts my legs.
You got to have gears. So gears make the pedaling easier, but you start moving slower. So you got to know how to work the gears when you're going up the hills so that you don't have to get off listen, when I first started bike riding about a year or two ago, I had to get off on the hills and walk up the hills.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And because I hadn't done it in a while. And your body adjusts over time. You know what I'm saying? But once you learn the gears on the bikes.
But what kind of bike is that you buy?
Well,
is it a mountain
bike?
bike?
I just rented one and just had this one had like 6 or 7 gears or whatever. So I mean, he's talking about a more of a professional thing. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more money into it. But I mean, what I would do is there's a little bike shop by Marina Del Rey where you can rent a bike.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
And I would go rent a mountain bike or whatever just to get familiar with changing the gears and not do your beach cruise because your beach cruise is meant for flat land.
No wonder why
It's meant for cruising.
Easy ride.
Easy ride.
And I really didn't know the difference until I would see like the cyclists and stuff go by real fast, and I'm like, maybe we have the wrong bike.
Yeah. If you're going up hills, you need something with gears so that you can get up the hills, and you know what I'm saying. You're not dying. All right, we're gonna check in with
your bike should be a reflection of you too.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to have a tricycle, okay? All right, we're going to check in with TK, who's going to give us an amazing update when we come forward. It's KBLA Talk 1580.
The station you turn to when you've had it up to gear with cultural incompetence. KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, Maisha Cairo here, KBLA, live at Chase Bank on Crenshaw and Vernon for the In This Together tour with female business owners, a day of empowerment, community panels, and best of all, tips on building business from marketing to capital. Today I spoke with Tatiana, a community manager for JP Morgan Chase.
Thank you so much. Yes, my name is Tatiana Roberts. I am a community manager for JP Morgan Chase. I have to honestly say that this has been the most fulfilling position that I've ever had, where I get to give back to the community because I saw my mom's struggles. That's really what fuels what I do to make sure that the community has all the access to the resources that my mother didn't have.
So for the mother who's in business, what are 3 quick tips you can give to ensure that they're on the right path to accessing financial support from a bank like Chase?
Say number 1, just make sure that you're checking your credit on a consistent basis and taking action to either fix your credit, maintain your credit, or rebuild your credit. The second thing would be budget. I know that B word is kind of like ugly for, right? A lot of people don't like that B word, but it has to be done. We need to tell our money where to go. The last thing is to build a network of supporters that are going to lift you up.
The community building here in Crenshaw is that network. So visit the Chase Community Center on Crenshaw and Vernon. Meet a banker today. Tell them about your business. I'm Maisha Cairo in the community for KBLA with JP Morgan Chase.
Hello, This is Dr. Rosie Milligan, self-appointed mayor of South Central Los Angeles, calling authors and business owners. Get ready for Black Writers on Tour, plus Business and Tech Expo, Saturday, March 25th, 2023, 10 to 3 p.m. It's a face-to-face event at the Carson Community Center.
Authors, aspiring writers, learn how to write, publish, and sell your book. Business owners, let people know where you're at, and much more. 323-750-3592. It's a free event. You heard right, free. And there's something for everybody. Go to blackwritersontour.com and register today. 323-750-3592.
Literacy is everybody's business. Black Writers on Tour, Saturday, March 25th, 2023, 10 to 3 p.m. I'm looking to see you face to face. 323-750-3592 or visit blackwritersontour.com. Don't miss it.
Last minute shopping? Good thing Ulta Beauty's first on your list. From Gotta Have It ready-to-go kits from Fenty and Benefit to cult favorite mascaras to simple yet perfect Ulta Beauty gift cards, we have gifts everyone will love this season. So get shopping, because our kind of holiday is you having your kind of holiday. Hurry to an Ulta Beauty near you or buy online and pick up in store. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
At Lowe's, it pays to be a pro. Now through January 6th, Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards members earn 1 bonus point for every $1 spent on qualifying purchases with a Lowe's Business Credit Account. Redeem bonus points for cool rewards for your business. Join Lowe's MVP's Pro Rewards today to start earning. Subject to credit approval, Lowe's terms and exclusions. See Lowe's.com/MVP's bonus points and Lowe's.com/L/Pro loyalty terms for details. U.S. only.
Less BS per broadcast. Fewer microaggressions per megawatt. KBLA Talk 1580.
TK's bringing you that heat. The latest news, gossip, and all that.
I just want to say that I am officially a star maker. Not only have I nurtured TK's career throughout the ages, but I've also got TK, who started, I do want to say, radio updates on this radio station. Yes. She's now doing, because of me, she's now doing radio updates for Real 92.3.
Oh, wow.
102.3 KBLA. Let's listen to just here. Let's listen to let's see if we can get here we go.
Reporting for SOHH, independent black-owned media. SOHH has been covering this case since 2020, and you can find them on social media at SOHH.com, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter for in real-time updates. TK Trinidad, how are you?
Look at TK on, let's see, I think she was on KBLA. I'm just, TK, how does it feel to be made a star by me? I just want to say that.
I mean, I'm eternally grateful, you know, especially on the holidays.
Yes.
I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you, TK. Well, TK, listen, if other people were as gracious in thanking me like you and Melrose Larry Green, I would do this for more other people. But but I appreciate you. I'm glad that you've been able to expand beyond me and show people the talents. And I've been happy to facilitate that for you. I'm thinking about getting you, if you could, thinking about talking to the White House for you. Okay, so just saying.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, what is going on in the Tory Lanez case? Obviously, shockingly found guilty. I didn't think you. I thought it was going to be a hung jury.
Yeah, I was in court today. We waited patiently for the last day and a half. What seems like. They went to closing yesterday. They finished their closing arguments yesterday around noon. We broke for lunch. They came back. They started deliberating. So from about 1:30 yesterday to about 3:15, or I'd say probably they finished deliberating about 2:30 today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they announced that it was guilty on all 3 counts. Tory, his defense attorneys actually looked more distraught than him.
Well, you know what? It was to be honest with you, I think a lot of people were like, this was a weird case. It was so much, it was messy.
It was, but here's the thing. We're watching it and I'm reporting it from what I see. And the juror's duty, and this is the whole thing, the juror's duty is to take the law and apply the evidence that they were given to compare it to what he's being charged with.
Mm-hmm.
And so there were 2 times that and you could ask like for clarifications on certain things, you can ask for readbacks. And there are 2 times that they wanted clarifications on, the difference between willfully carrying a weapon versus, being ignorant of it. And so once they did that, the lawyers that were kind of in the crowd with me, there's like, this is not a good look when jurors start now asking questions on specific words.
Oh, so they were going they were looking at the letter of the law and seeing if the case
correct.
lined up with the letter of the law. Because I think, Joe Schmo average individual was like, I don't know who did this.
Right, like me. That was me. I was a Joe Schmo where it's like, I don't know who this is. This is very confusing. There's things that they didn't talk about. They didn't bring, Quan who was the driver, didn't come to the stand. Why did they call all these people? However, at the end of the day, you have to just take what is in front of you versus what speculation. So
listen, if I was on the jury, I think I would have did some jury notification on that one. I think I would have been like, not buying it. No, I don't care what the law says. I don't buy it. I don't buy the case.
Well, that's why you have 12 people.
Oh.
So just because you don't want, I'm sure, and the jurors won't be able to talk until 90 days out. There are 2 or 3 jurors which I'm pretty sure they didn't buy it. They were Team Tory all day. And, I'm sure it came to a point where it's like, yes, whatever your personal feelings are, what you are emotionally attached to is different from what you're reading on paper and the evidence that they're giving you to judge everything by.
Did they poll the jury?
Yes, they did. And all of them said, all of them said they agreed on guilty. There was one who just visibly throughout the case, he was definitely for Tory.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually kind of hesitant when he said he agreed with the guilty.
Now, how do you discern that now? Because you've been sitting and watching this trial. How did you discern that this person was for Tory?
Well, every time the defense came up, he was leaning into it. Every time they said something, his head was shaking in agreement to certain statements. It's just, it's no different than when you're interested in somebody. You're going to lean into them. You're agreeing with them. You want to kind of hear more versus like, okay, yeah.
So body language. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. This is interesting. I didn't really realize you could tell body language from the jurors. I thought they just sat there listening.
Oh yeah, no. There was a couple of jurors. There was one juror who was kind of falling asleep. Her eyes were closing, like she was watching the stories. There was one guy who was talking all the time. Like there was a
oh really?
That stood out. Yeah, there's certain jurors that stood out, and then there's certain jurors that were just they're just here. They have no skin in the game. They don't know who Tory Lanez is. They don't know who Meg Thee Stallion is. They're just they're looking at, okay, well, I was called to do this. I don't want to be here, but I'm going to do what I've been asked to do.
Oh, and you got to wait 90 days or 30 days? How many days?
90 days for the jurors to come out if they want to speak to media.
90 days? Oh, because there might be appeals and any kind of post-trial motions.
Yeah, and Tory Lanez sentencing is January 27th at 8:30 in the morning.
Do you think that they? Now I don't know. Did they ask for bail for? I don't know if the lawyers did this. I don't even know what procedure is.
He was placed in handcuffs and he was taken straight to jail.
But did the lawyers? Did you see if the lawyers wanted to ask for bail, or I don't even know if they could?
Well, I don't know what. So what happened was they announced the count, and the court was just. It went crazy. As soon as the jurors left, his father pretty much, and his father's from the island, so I don't know if you're familiar.
Hold on now, Black Clot, this courtroom is out of order! Hold on! Evil! Yeah. Right, is that how it was going?
He actually said wicked.
This is wicked! You wicked man! The justice system is not fair, boy!
Your accent is terrible, but you're actually kind of spot on.
He's terrible.
What he was telling the prosecution that they're wicked, they're evil people. The stepmother, who's also from
Miss Son no shoot nobody! Miss Son good boy!
Oh my God.
Miss Son Tory Lanez. Miss Son Lady Lover, not Lady Killer.
He said Lady
And
Killer.
his son with the strap.
Miss Son beat the poon poon up, not the woman up.
Oh my God.
Hold on now, this court is out of order. Hold on. Hold on. Bumley clot. Why? Hold on.
Are you done?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you done?
I am done. Miss Son is locked up. Why, Miss Son? My firstborn. He don't shoot no Megan. He don't even like Megan. He like Kylie. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Don't kill me if I ever go to the islands, okay?
Yeah, that part. I am not co-signing on anything you just said. His family was very visibly upset. His son was also not in the court. He was outside the court. He was crying. So yeah, it's, you know, and again, like I've said in a couple of interviews, you know, I think there was a lot of people who thought that he did it, but thought that he was going to get off on charges, or thought he was going to get off. And I think for me, on a personal level, seeing, you know, seeing a black man, like this was the first time I saw a black man get placed into handcuffs. That was very traumatizing. Just on a personal level, seeing that. This is not, you know, saying whether he deserved it or not. It's just seeing that. I just seeing somebody get shot in their feet, like, and seeing the blood. Like if you were there, and I think this is what society doesn't, you know, people who are talking about the case don't really understand. If you're there and you get shot, or you see your friend get shot, it's very traumatizing, and people shouldn't make light of that, and people shouldn't make light of the fact that this man, like, you know, they were very confident going in. His lawyers were very confident. They thought, you know, it was a slam dunk. I briefly spoke to his father and asked him like a separate question. And he said, we don't even have to talk about that because he's coming home. His lawyers also said that. And I think, you know, it's Christmas on Sunday. They probably had plans, and now their son is not coming home, and they don't know how long he's going to be away for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think the lawyers did the best possible job they could have done. I don't think that Tory, given what we all witnessed in the trial, should have testified. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just so messy all over the place, and everybody, it was a he said, she said, the neighbor said. You know what I'm saying? Security guard missing. Like, what's really going on here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know if him testifying would have been helpful given the statements, but you know, this is always in the hands of a third party who's watching this and nobody's talking to, so you never know what's going on through their minds. Have you talked to anybody and to know how much time? I know he can get up to 22 years, but has anybody speculated as far as how much time he might actually get for this case? Because I know he's definitely going to get deported off of this.
Well, I don't know if it's definite. There might be a loophole as far as that. However, speaking to a couple lawyers who actually I spoke to one lawyer in particular who's been in the court with me as well. And she from the beginning that I met her said that he's going to be found guilty. And so in speaking to her after the fact, she said, you know, he's not going to get 22. And this is according to her. You know, he's probably not going to get 22. He might get 5, get out in 2, that type of thing.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I was thinking 3 to 7, no more than 10.
Yeah, and then deportation is so I have been asking questions because I have been seeing this float around, and I kind of did a little deep digging as far as Tory's story. Did he come to America right when he became an artist? But he's actually been in America way before that. His mother passed away, and his father actually ended up moving to Florida, and the family moved here. So he's been in America for quite some time. And then he ended up moving with his grandmother in Canada, and then that's how, his artistry kind of began at 15. So I don't know how that all plays as far as what visas and all this other stuff, but that might be an option, or it might not be. It really just depends on what type of visa he has.
I was kind of looking at this as the Shine Barrow case with Shine, who is a citizen of Belize, who's now a member of Parliament. In New York City with Diddy and J-Lo, that one disastrous night shot up a club. and he had to serve 7 years in jail. New York has a very stringent law when it comes to guns, and California does too. So that's why I was thinking maybe 5 to 7 years. I didn't think he was going to serve 22, maybe 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Out with good behavior, and then deported because. They just, if you're a foreigner, they don't, and then there's a gun charge, there's a illegal possession of a gun or whatever that was, I think that was, and then you're discharging a firearm, and then you're shooting somebody in the foot. I just don't think that they, want to play with that here in this country.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a minor, on the surface, it's like, you just got some shrapnel on your foot, but really somebody was shot in the foot.
Right.
And that's and I don't think the law or immigration is going to take that lightly, and they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
it all depends on the visa, and all depends on the agent. So me also going through the immigration process, it's very case by case. It depends on the agent who gets the file. What particular laws, that would be. So there's a lot of different elements to immigration that, a lot of people luckily don't have to deal with. But there's it's not so cut and dry.
Yeah, I mean, because they booted Shine out of this country, and he spent some time trying to find himself. I don't know what the legal process was, but remember he became a member of parliament, and he might be a member of his party and maybe prime minister at one point. I think that he was that's kind of when he was welcomed back into the country. So I don't know. Is Tory Lanez going to have to become a member of Parliament, Canada's Parliament, just to get his career back in the United States? I don't know. It's very interesting, but I hope not. I don't think Tory Lanez is a bad guy, and I don't think he's a menace to society. I definitely think this is a teachable moment and a learning lesson that this young man needs to kind of take back and look at his actions, because the August Alsina thing is definitely going to come up during sentencing. TK, hold on the line. We'll get back to you when we come forward. It's KBLA Talk 1580.
We may be LA's newest talk station, but when you're punching above your weight, it's not about whether you can throw a punch. Can you take a punch? We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. And we don't black down.
I'm Mike Stevens. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. That huge, so-called once-in-a-generation winter storm has many around the nation without power now, and wet roads have been freezing up, causing dangerous driving conditions. That's in addition to the snow that is falling in several cities and states. In some places, the brutal blizzard the country is dealing with has led to travel bans. A 50-car pileup in Ohio because of the weather has at least one person dead. The governors of Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Kansas, Kentucky, Maryland, Missouri, North Carolina, and New York are just some who are making emergency declarations because of the storm. The decades-long water problems of primarily Black Jackson, Mississippi may finally be over. The city is in line to get $600 million as part of that congressional year-end omnibus package. I'm Mike Stevens from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
In Castaic on the southbound 5 at the brake check area, we've got the 2 right lanes closed and a SIG alert in effect to clean up from an overturn to Big Rig. It is jammed up from the 138. Also, the Vista del Lago off-ramp is closed until further notice for repairs. On the northbound side of the 5 between Lake Hughes and Templin Highway, we also still have the right lane closed off to repair damages from the Root fire, and that closure expected to go on until March. In Porter Ranch, West 118 at Reseda Boulevard, we've got some work that's got that off-ramp closed off until the end of this month. In Rosemead today, the westbound 60 Rosemead Boulevard off-ramp is closed off for guardrail repairs.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
A tremendous sports weekend is waiting for you and all the folks coming over to the house to celebrate Christmas. 11 NFL games on the schedule tomorrow and 3 more on Christmas Day. If you're interested, one of the 3 games on Sunday is Denver and the Rams at SoFi at 1:30. The Chargers are at Indianapolis Monday night. The NBA has 5 games on Christmas starting starting at 9 a.m. while you unwrap your gifts. Game 2 is the Lakers at Dallas at 11:30. Tomorrow night at 7 here on KBLA. Join me and my co-host Neil Scarborough, the editor extraordinaire for Out of Bounds. On behalf of all of us here at KBLA Talk 1580, we wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. This sports report was brought to you by MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to your settlement, we're a slam dunk. Call 833-MVP-WINS or check their website at themvp.com for a free case review.
If you're the victim of a car accident, call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review.
Call on me, your MVP.
Don't talk, just listen.
Listening is life-changing. Life-changing. As words become increasingly weaponized and politicized in our community and in our country, sometimes it's easier not to listen. But charitable listening is an act of generosity, a sign of respect.
Just listen.
When we listen actively, we surrender our own assumptions and notions to make space for the ideas of another. In times of turmoil,
just listen.
Listening is the only way forward. Thank you for listening to KBLA Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580. Talk 1580.
Listen.
On Sunday, January 15th at 4 p.m., SCLC Southern California presents Moving into the Promise of the Beloved Community at the 52nd Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Celebration. President William D. Smart invites you to attend the celebration on Dr. King's birthday, Sunday, January 15th, 4 p.m. at the Sheraton LAX, 6101 West Century Boulevard. This year's event will honor community members who have made a significant impact in 2022, including our own Tavis Smiley, who will also deliver the keynote address. For tickets, call 213-268-3082 or email Pastor Smart at sclc-sc.org. That's 213-268-3082 or email Pastor Smart at sclc-sc.org. Don't miss SCLC Southern California's 52nd Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Celebration, Sunday, January 15th, 4 p.m. at the Sheraton LAX.
I'm Dr. Erica Pond with the California Department of Public Health, reminding you of ways to help stop the spread of COVID and other viruses this winter. Boost your immunity by staying up to date with COVID boosters and flu shots. Wash your hands often with soap and warm water for at least 20 seconds. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze. And protect others by staying home and testing for COVID when sick. More tips at covid19.ca.gov. Brought to you by CDPH.
Three-time WNBA champions, the Los Angeles Sparks, jump into their 27th season this summer with the most games ever in league history. Every seat in crypto is an incredible ticket into an experience of world-class professional basketball, jam-packed with in-game entertainment. Now is the time to get ahead of the holidays. Don't be the person grabbing a gas station gift card. Impress your fam and friends with an unforgettable experience. Secure your seats now at lasparks.com/tickets.
Central Neighborhood Health Foundation is a full-service network of federally qualified health care centers that serves local communities throughout Los Angeles, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. CNHF clinics provide low-cost to no-cost, compassionate, comprehensive, quality health care, which includes primary care services for chronic disease and diabetes management, pediatric and women's services, preventive care, vision and dental screenings, COVID-19 testing and vaccines, flu vaccines, behavioral health, HIV, and substance use services. Virtual telehealth visits are available from the comfort of your home with highly qualified physicians and medical professionals. CNHF also provides peer support specialist training and help with housing navigation. Central Neighborhood Health Foundation. Your wellness is our priority. Comprehensive care built on trust and respect. For more information, visit cnhfclinics.org or call 213-536-5815 today to locate a clinic near you.
This is KBLA Talk 1580, where hate loses and love wins.
All right,
TK's bringing you that heat. The latest news, gossip, and all that.
Now, TK, are you going to be covering the Meg Thee Stallion trial in January? With 1501 Entertainment. I don't know if that's here in LA or if that's going to be in Houston or not. But
yeah, I don't know. I haven't been sent out on assignment. I probably most likely will be at a sentencing. But as far as make the stand, I don't know. It's up to you, Amici, to make things happen for me since you make things happen. So just let me know.
TK, I can only lead you to the water, TK. I mean, I have done so much to increase your awareness here in Los Angeles, and to where Real 92.3 has picked you up, and I believe Tammy Mack had you on also at KBLA. I can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? I can only do so much. But I will see what I can do. Maybe I might get you hooked up with allhiphop.com, or we'll talk to sohiphop.com, or maybe you know what we can do? Maybe we can talk about bringing Ozone back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But I would
I appreciate it.
I would like to stay. I think this Meg Thee Stallion case, I would like to see you report on 1501 Certified Entertainment LLC and Carl Crawford against Meg Thee Stallion's case that's going on, and she's trying to get out of her record label.
I mean, anything where I don't have to watch another black man be put in handcuffs, I don't mind.
Well,
but
listen, you're just going to have to go to China for that, TK. I mean, come on now. Being black men, we're a commodity when it comes to the judicial system. It's like we're like cryptocurrency. We're like Bitcoin. They use us. If it wasn't no black men, there would be no criminal justice system. Now, come on.
That's crazy.
You're right, it is crazy.
But it is a little validity to that.
Yeah, right.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad bit. Are we going to start doing a pin? Are we going to do pin pals to Tory Lanez at all? Can we do that?
Come on. You can't do that. You're going to put something on his books.
Oh, you know what? Maybe we could put something on his books, right? Hey, here's Tory.
Yes, you could do that.
Here's for some what they call that? What do they call that stuff? Here's some hooch in jail, so you can buy some oranges to make some alcohol.
He's probably in county right now, and then he'd probably be transferred next week, I'm sure.
Hey, Tory. Hey, you know what? If anybody is listening in county to this radio station right now, find Tory Lanez and tell him to call in at 800-920-1580. I know y'all got a cell phone in there. I know y'all in county. Pass the word around, because I know we got inmates listening to us. Because they
do.
As a matter of fact, shouts out to the one inmate who sent me your book. I'm going to get to your book. I got it. We're going to get to it. Hang tight. I hear you. I got you. I haven't got a chance to read it yet, so that's why we brought it up. But if anybody's in county right now and Tory Lanez is down there, pass him a cell phone. Just make sure you kind of wipe it off so it's not dirty from where you stored it. And we would love to hear him talk. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an appeal in this case. Yeah, so...
They know.
What?
He's not going to be in general.
You don't think he's going to be in general?
No, there's no way.
No, he's
No. They're going to put him in where the
you can't
celebrities
appeal
go.
when there's a jury.
Well, say that again?
You can't appeal when it's a jury. You can only appeal where the judge has made the decision. When it's a jury, you can't appeal.
I thought it was an automatic. I thought you could do an automatic appeal, right?
Well, that's what a lawyer was telling me, that appeals don't happen when a jury makes the decision, opposed to if the judge makes the decision, like civil court, then you can appeal.
No, I'm wondering. That doesn't sound right. I thought you could. Well, maybe it's the kind of the caliber of the case, maybe to where you can't appeal.
Right.
I don't. Maybe because it's not like a death murder case or something like that. There's no appeal. Or something like. Our justice system is whack.
It is.
It's beyond whack.
It is whack.
I'd be able to appeal just to waste the court's time. Just on GP. All right. Well, did you see anything else while you were down there in court? Was OJ down there at all or anything?
OJ was not there. Yeah, I think a lot of it was a really quiet day. A lot of the people, they closed the cafeteria early. Like most of the court was pretty much out for session. So I think this is the last case, for before the holidays. So it was pretty quiet, other than Tory's people, and there's video of his father, talking to the media and stuff like that. The lawyers bypassed the media. And the prosecution was supposed to talk to the media as well, but they didn't show up. So I'm sure after the holidays, we might get a little bit more insight as far as where everybody's mind's at, whether a lawyer is going to have a statement, et cetera. But I think the main thing, the next step, is just to see how long his sentencing is. And, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, here you go. After a jury or court trial, you can ask a higher court called an appellate court to review the decision in your case. This is called an appeal, an information sheet. Information on appeal procedures for misdemeanors is available at the State Judicial Council website. What are the grounds for appeal? In criminal case, appeal from the decisions of the district court or civil or criminal matters lie in the high court on the basis facts of the case and the legal interpretation of various legal provisions, territorial and pecuniary competency of the court, and failure of justice on the competency of the court. So basically, it's more like a technical appeal. Like, I don't think you can appeal the jury's verdict, but you can appeal the case to see if there were errors made by the judge, given jury instructions, or things that the judge overruled on objection that you should have sustained. And if there are none of that, then basically you're stuck. There's nothing you can really do.
Yeah, and the judge has been a defense lawyer prior to being a judge. He was a defense lawyer for about 30 plus years. So he seemed pretty fair. He's a black guy. Not to say that made a difference or not, but he seemed very fair. He listened to both sides of the argument. He didn't give any bias. And again, this is my first time doing a full trial, but he didn't give any bias. It seemed like, he was very a stickler for the letter of the law. So they would have to find, and I think the lawyer who was in line with me did mention that they would have to find something that the judge did. So
yeah. Do you think?
I don't think, but you never know.
Do you think that we might be able to get you to go to court to cover the young thug trial? Because that's starting to heat up, huh?
Yeah, but I think isn't it in Atlanta or New York?
Yeah. Can we get you to go to Atlanta?
Well, I mean, if you want to fly me there, sure.
Huh?
If you want to fly me there, then sure.
What? Wait, hold on. I'm getting all kind of noise here. What'd you say again? Huh? Oh yeah, I'm getting all kind of interference with your phone. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said. Anyway. All right, before we let you go, centerin.co is the site where you need to go, where they have a lot of great stuff out there. Do we have any Christmas specials going on? Any coupon codes I can use for the website? Or because we got body shave, we got body cream, we got facial cream, CBD candles. What can I hook me up with a promo code?
We had our before Christmas code that came. There was a day on Monday. But Boxing Day, which is not an American thing, but it's a Canadian and British thing, we are going to have a Boxing Day sale.
Now, boxing. Well, hold on. Let's tell everybody what Boxing Day is. It's where you take all your crap back that you didn't want.
Well, actually, if you want a historical fact, how Boxing Day came about was in England. What rich people used to do is gifts or stuff that they didn't really like, they would rebox it. They would re-gift it to their servants.
Wow.
Boxing Day. Yeah, Boxing
Day look at us
about.
Nice Caribbean people. We get the leftovers. Isn't that nice? Hola, thank you, master. I did not know I needed foot cream for my birthday. Thank you. For holiday. Oh God, racism even in Christmas. Eh? Can you believe it? All right, so do we have are we doing a Boxing Day sale?
We are doing a Boxing Day sale because it's a big thing in Canada. It's like the Black Friday in Canada, but we do Boxing Day. So we are having a Boxing Day sale, 40% off, and you just use the code BOXING.
Oh, I thought it would have been Tory Lanez. I'm sorry.
How do you guys even work with him every day? Oh my God!
I know, right?
I thought it would have been.
I love him.
Hey, use the promo code Bend Over. Don't drop the soap. All right, promo code. Wait, I'm sorry. What was the promo code again? centerin.co. Use the promo code what? Boxing?
Yeah.
Boxing. All right. Centerin.co. And this is the day before Christmas or after?
The day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas for Boxing Day. Boxing is the promo code. Centerin.co. All right. I'm going to work on getting you to Atlanta. Can I buy you a Greyhound ticket? I don't know if I can find
Absolutely not.
Would you mind staying at a shelter while you... Can I? Wait, what are those places where the people used to go when they went to Europe and stuff? Then they would stay.
A hostel.
Yeah, can I put you in a hostel?
That's right.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can get you someplace. I'll talk to.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
There we go. All right. I'll talk to Tavis Smiley, see if we can get you a budget to get you over to Atlanta to cover this very important case of Young Thug. All right. Thank you, TK. Boxing Day. Boxing is the promo code on centern.co. And great job reporting for not only our station, but everybody in Los Angeles. And we're sitting in a courtroom and watching black men go to jails looks good on you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for doing that. You did a great job.
Thank you. You guys have a happy holidays.
And one last thing. Stop faking photos with this. She was like having dinner with Bae, right? Didn't see a guy in the photo. I just saw two hands.
Oh.
And I thought, and it looked like she was just like, hey, having dinner with Bae. And then she took 2 drinks and put it in front of the camera like it was 2 guys or 2 people, 2 different people. Is that?
Well, Amiche, not everybody is like you to put up the love of your life on social media. I'm an incredibly private person.
She's right.
So, I pick and choose what I want to do.
Okay.
And I don't want to introduce, unless you put the ring on it, then, we can discuss maybe putting on social media. But I'm not going to be one of those people who, put all these relationship pictures and then, God forbid, something happens. Now I have to go and sift through those pictures and take them all down. I'm not going to do that.
Do you know I had people talking about my nose, talking about my teeth?
Yeah, I know.
Talking about how horrible of a person I was.
They don't even know you.
They don't even
know anything about you.
I haven't said one word to these people, and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So I understand, TK. It's better to kind of just, fake it till you make it. I get it. All right. All right, love you. Have a great weekend, okay?
All right, thanks, guys. Happy holidays.
Bye-bye. All right, more of this conversation when we come forward. It's KBLA Talk 1580.
We don't try to be all things to all people. We just remain true to who we are. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
$1 billion fund is helping California homeowners make late payment. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by CaliforniaBlackMedia.org. Relief is available for homeowners struggling to pay their mortgage due to financial hardships caused by the pandemic. The California Mortgage Relief Program is providing a lifeline for qualifying California property owners, especially in underserved communities. Proponents of the program regard it as a safeguard to protecting generational wealth and assets. Grants up to $80,000 for past due mortgages and up to $20,000 for missed property taxes will be distributed to households facing pandemic-related financial hardship. There are no fees to apply, and the grants never have to be paid back. The relief payments are distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. The application is at camortgagerelief.org, and it includes a calculator to help see if you qualify. Contact the Program Center at 1-888-840-2594 for more.
This winter, spread joy, not germs. As soon as you feel symptoms, test it, treat it. You can beat it. COVID medications like the Paxlovid pill can help you test negative sooner. Call a healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about. KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stop the violence. Increase the Peace Foundation is a non-profit community-based organization dedicated to fostering peace while mitigating violence in our society. Established in 1993, Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace has provided a wide variety of assistance to thousands of youth, families, and victims of violence over the past 3 decades, including intervention services, conflict and dispute resolution training, grief counseling, and victims advocacy. In addition, the foundation offers an array of classes focused on anger management, domestic violence, parenting, substance abuse, and more. To make a donation or to access services, call 323-445-8620. That's 323-445-8620 or Visit www.increasethepeacefoundation.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
At Cedars-Sinai, we're honored to be named the #1 hospital in California and the #2 hospital in the nation in U.S. News & World Report's Best Hospitals Honor Roll. We're also proud to be named #1 in 6 specialties in Los Angeles. Thank you to our physicians, nurses, academic leaders, and thousands of other team members who bring their best to Cedars-Sinai every day. Learn more about our top-ranked care at cedars-sinai.org.
We're not for everybody, but we're for everybody. You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580.
You just the two of us, that guy? Where's that? That's Bill Withers, right?
No, they will.
Right. Well, so people are.
Oh yeah. So here, this is the deal.
Yeah.
So Fahima, I'm looking on YouTube and I'm looking, people talking in the chat.
So we're streaming live online.
Bobby
Caldwell. That's the.
He bad dude.
Yeah, but no, Bobby Caldwell was.
He black.
No, what song did he sing? What song was the
I have
song?
to hear the song.
Was it the two? No, it wasn't. That was Bill Withers. Bobby Caldwell did. He did because I couldn't stop listening to his.
It's a whole bunch of black people that know.
Bobby Caldwell. What was his famous song? Was what did you want to do for love? Anything.
Oh really?
Found out today.
My world is only you. And I do for
Oh wow! I didn't know he was white.
You know what song we're talking about, right?
Of course I do.
All right.
I just found out right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. All right. So what are so people are
Okay.
so we're live on YouTube right now, and people are in the chat room, and then what are they saying?
Okay, so Fahima said that you obviously don't wish Megan well. And they're also now, and Mimi Davis said, "Does Dawn like black women?" ? Seriously. And she also said she doesn't think that you like black women. And Fahima said, "I'm not sure anymore. What you really like." And so there we go. So people are kind of wondering, Dawn, do you really like black women because of this whole Megan Stallion issue? And maybe taking sides, I guess.
Well, I will let a black woman speak for me in this instance, and this is going out to all the people in the chat room.
Every person speaking against the names Danae Jackson and Derek Jackson in mockery, accusations, slanders, and lies, may the mercies of God be withdrawn from you. May your husbands and wives become widows. Let your children become fatherless. Let your seed become vagabonds on the earth. Let the words of your mouth and your words of your hands be returned back to you. Let it go down your throat and choke you slowly.
All right, there we go. That's a black woman coming to my defense.
Yeah, she is. To say all that stuff and using the Bible is just really despicable.
Tory Lanez. I did an impression of Tory Lanez' father. Let's see how. You want to see if
I want to hear it.
Let's see here. This is Tory Lanez' father coming out of the courtroom. And you tell me if my impression was spot on.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever seen. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Now, Rock Nation, I think, is the management firm of Megan Thee Stallion, and I think she wants to go holla at. I think this is a bone of contention between 1501 Entertainment, which is that trial is going to start in January, which is her label, and Rock Nation kind of like interfering with Megan Thee Stallion's career. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that trial, which happens, is different than this trial. Which is
that's him yelling and screaming.
What's the significance of Rock Nation?
Rock Nation is managing Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You think that they had influence on the judicial system?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Amen.
The only independent witness in this courtroom is a man whose name is Sean Kelly. He came to court And our attorneys, he would not even shake their hand after he went upstairs with Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott.
They met on Saturday before. They met
with
I think my impression was spot on.
Not
with
of the
these two.
father, no. Maybe close to the mom, but not the
Yeah,
dad.
you sounded more Caribbean, Don. You
Yeah.
sound-
Oh, he's Caribbean now.
Yeah.
And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who acted so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want... Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Amen. Real talk. That's right. Real talk, bro.
It's not over.
Amen.
It's not over.
Real talk,
God does not lose.
Never.
And even though we have come to this juncture, trust
Wow.
I need. Let me get some church music on.
me, you will see that our God does not fail.
This is not the
I know
That's right.
that this is wickedness.
That's right.
This district attorney, Miss Kathy Tarr, is the same one that witnessed or knew that 5 sheriff's deputies in LA County beat up a Spanish man with the last name Carrillo until the...
I mean, what does that got to do with Troy?
I was about to
Case?
say, what
Come
does
on
that
now.
have to do with anything?
I mean, listen. I would like Troy to be innocent if he is innocent. I mean, But listen, sometimes we as individuals and sometimes we as men, we make stupid mistakes and we do stupid
Well,
things.
she didn't shoot herself.
And listen, God may have your soul, but the justice system has your ass. You
And
know?
Pastor, ABC News interviewed that man after Eyewitness News. And he said, I thought I would never be here to see my child born. And I would never been able to...
Okay, now we're getting off topic. I mean, listen, JW, I see your phone call. We're going to get to you when we come forward. It's KBLA Talk 15.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Stevens. Here's the latest from the Black Information Network. At least 4 have died as that massive storm sweeps across the country. Winter weather watches and warnings are in effect from coast to coast. Seattle is among the Pacific Northwest cities under a winter storm warning. Milwaukee and Chicago are also under winter storm warnings. Reports say former Georgia candidate for governor, African-American Stacey Abrams, is $1 million in debt. She owes that money to vendors